All right, friends. So what we're doing here is I'm sharing with you stories that the Rebbe told over the years. This is from the very early years. In fact, all the stories I'm telling you from one Fabrengen, and it's Tafshin Yud. 1950. The Fabrengen was the Rebbe Marash's birthday, Beis Ir, not long ago. It's a short story, friends. It's a story. You'll hear, but very instructive, and gives us a glimpse into America, 1945, 46, whatever it is. So the Rebbe relates like this, that when the Fidig Rebbe came to America and settled in Crown Heights, so the locals had complaints, the local Yidden we're talking about, that the Rebbe is bringing, the Rebbe used the words here, Wildkeit. And Wildkeit, wildness means the opposite of not civility, another better word, civility. In other words, somebody, no, etiquette, civility, something stronger. Culture. And he's cheapening the neighborhood. He's bringing the neighborhood down by bringing, and the Rebbe continues that the complaints were not so much the yeshiva, started 770 and the learning, but just the whole conduct. The lack of order that is menschlich, that is, yeah, help me with the word if you can, friends. So once someone actually wrote a letter to the Rebbe. Huh?
Sophistication, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a word in German, anyway. Tarbus is the Hebrew word.
Forum?
Huh?
Forum?
No, it's a bigger word of of advanced civilization, of advanced. We get the idea. All of these words. So someone wrote in a letter. They've had some brackets to the Fidig Rebbe. Imagine this, and he adds in brackets the person was a God-fearing Jew, and he writes to the Fidig Rebbe like this: the learning is okay. This doesn't bother anybody. Let them learn 20 hours a day. But why do they have to do it in this way? Which is there has to be a seder, an order. If this is the whole Maimon now. What's the opposite chocolate? Why do they have to sway when they're learning? Sway back and forth. And why do they have to all scream in the middle of the learning? If someone has a question, they're shouting in a library, a place of study is a place of civility. And he never says, you have a question. You point with your finger to the place where the question is, and you discuss it. What is all this? He's bringing this. Okay, he's bringing this backward, throwing us back. We've advanced, and he was bringing us back. That was the story. So the Rebbe says, and that's the lesson. Listen to these words. It's a man from each one of us. That every Talmud, when he walks in the street, it has to be seen that he's different. Of course, it doesn't mean acting in ways which are not civil, but there's something. They took this as a compliment. There's something otherworldly about this Yid, and that's what we're learning in the Maimon. The Maimon. On the one hand, he's totally engaging the world, but engaging the world in such a way that we're bringing to the world not just menschlichkeit. You got to be a mensch too, but godliness, alikus, that is totally beyond creation. And the emes is that that's what the world is seeking. That's what the world, its craziness, is looking for, and it's looking to the Jew to be the custodian and to be the inspiration for that very godly a relationship with God, quite simply, and where Taki Leilam has it and Dafki Leilam has it. But not that we're conforming, God forbid, to the limits of creation. We're suffusing it with beyond creation, in the world and beyond the world. In the Rebbe's words, the famous Sikha of Chav Ches Nissen, Oides the Toihu, the lights of Toihu, but in Kelim the Tikkun, in the vessels of Tikkun. Okay, friends. Before you go,